Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are unboxing the Tim Holtz stamp platform, and I ordered it from a Cherry on Top online. And when you go there, they give you coupons like 10% off or $10 off. So I got this with that coupon, I think for $10 off. I ordered a few more things and I got those, but this right here was on back order. Back something, legal, litigation, whatever you want to call it. So let's go ahead and open this up. And it's fairly heavy in comparison to this, which is also a little bit heavy. But I'm thinking because it has the plastic or acrylic, foam, and also the magnetic sheets. I hope to get a chance to demonstrate some of the uses on here, but you are more than welcome to just type in Tim Holtz stamp tool, stamp platform, stamp, and Tim Holtz, and he will show you how to use it himself, as well as a lot of lovely ladies who received theirs before I did. You can definitely order this from other locations. I think this costs like $30-something. So it comes in this, and just so y'all know, when I finish using my tools, I usually put them back the way they came. So I'll be dropping all this stuff back in the box. And then it comes like this, and it has this foam in the back of it, and this would be a good box to do something with, but I am not that crafty yet, so I won't be doing that. And I'm just going to make a lot of noise, excuse me, and quickly get it together, girl. Alright, I'm so glad this came because my Stamp Perfect tool is smaller compared to that, because I want to show you something when I finish. We'll use that as the demo, but on the back it tells you what it could do. Dual thickness stamping plate, and the lines are etched inside. I did watch that on his demo, which is awesome. You have your guide, which is right here. Excuse the studio lighting, please. And you don't have the foam on here, which is good, I guess. I don't know. It's on this side, so it does have that pressure for you. And you can take these plates off. Don't break it. Make sure you read the instructions. So let's see how we take the plate off. Doesn't say. On one side it doesn't say. But I do know that you can pull the plate off. I've seen demonstrations where you pull, and he just kind of yanks it off. Yep, there you go. So you can pull the plate off, and I think you can turn it around and do all that other fancy stuff with it. We're not going to do all that today. We're just going to do some old-fashioned stipple. And you can see right here, and right here it says clear. You can see where it says clear and rubber. So on your rubber side is where you want to have your plates when you're using rubber stamps. And I am going to be using a rubber stamp. But first I want to go ahead and try to protect my magnets as best as possible by applying some washi tape on there. I did see a lady do this on YouTube that was demonstrating this product. So because I have a tendency of just pulling the magnets off and connecting them together, so maybe I can get to Harbor Freight Tools today and get some magnets that will be better. And this washi tape is really cheap. It was $1. from Tuesday morning, but it's Little B, and I think it's probably been out a while. Yep, it says 2015 right here, and they sold this this year at the beginning of the year. So it is, if it's been made since 15, some of the adhesiveness probably is not as adhesive as it was when it was first manufactured. So just keep that in mind when you're buying stuff from stores. And that's ugly tab brandy. Let's see. I really am anxious to try this beautiful stamp. A lot of you have already seen this stamp. As you all know, I am new. I don't want to keep saying I'm new, but I wasn't always a paper crafter. So I didn't have all the things when they came out, and I'm not a jump on the bandwagon and let me get it because everyone else has it, unless it's something super awesome and I have to give it a try and I have to have it and try it out. But most of the time I have good patience when it comes to buying things. Like a lot of people like specific papers and things like that at different stores. I'm like, I don't really need it. I can wait till it goes on sale. The problem with me waiting until things go on sale is sometimes it goes on sale and out of stock and never returns to the store. So, you know, you get what you pay for. If you wait a long time, then you just might wait out your project. So anyway, we're going to be using this lady, and her name is Summer, and she's a Jamie Doherty who I follow on Instagram, and she does some amazing artwork. She's very talented. But what I want to try to do with this lady, I don't have these. I would love to have all of them in this big giant stamp, and see, it works perfect because I can definitely stamp it now. I really wanted to do this before, and I couldn't. I mean, I probably could have on my Stamp Perfect, but it would have been a snug, tight fit. Yep, it would have been a snug, tight fit. I was going to just do like, figure it out, you know. I could have just did my hand and applied it down, so it's not a big deal. But now I have this, and it's going to be so awesome. So now, guess what I don't have? Paper. So let me get some paper, some cardstock, and we're going to do some stamping to see how this long-awaited project, this tool works. So it has the measurements on the side, which is awesome, and it looks like it has it in inches and centimeters, which I never even pay attention to that because I kind of just do my own thing when I am stamping. Usually I'm not stamping multiple cards. I'm only stamping one card. And I am using white cardstock. 110 is the paperweight. And it is from Walmart. It is the Georgia Pacific. The magnetic sheet does not go all the way around, just so you know. It's not all the way around. It only stops where this edge is. I had put the magnet over here out the way, and it was like, no girl, no, put me right here, put me right there. And that's why I did it. I put it back. It kind of jumped back over on its own, actually. So let's go ahead and see how this is supposed to work. Now I am assuming, because it did not come with instructions, I am assuming that right here where it says rubber, let's see, you're supposed to use this side for rubber because you can see it. Does that make sense to y'all? Again, it didn't have much instructions, which you don't really need instructions. You can pretty much figure it out. I'm just looking at the boxing, I guess you could say. This is really cool boxing. Definitely great. Yep, unless I'm missing something. If you have this already in your arsenal of craft supplies, let me know. But I'm assuming if I can see rubber clearly, then I can use it. And again, you should never just go and buy something without getting full instructions. So, you know, Tim Holtz does a good job, like I said, of explaining how to use it. I watched that video in May, I want to say. I think that's when I went online and ordered this thing, May. And it's just now getting here. This is a Prima stamp that I'm using, even though Jamie Doherty, it's a Bloom collection, the Bloom collection. And again, I want to try to collect all of the Bloom collection, but I haven't yet. I like these big stamps. I really, really, really do like these big stamps. And we're going to put her right here in the center. She has a strawberry. So, maybe I can color those in and do some more fruity things. I'm looking at my washi tape, and I think the washi tape is like, yes, use me, use me, use me, use me. See right here, these fruits. So maybe I can do something with that. I like these stamps because they're all different ethnicities. You know, you have different cultures, and which is awesome. Very nice. And it even kind of represents them with the little head things that they have in their hair, which is so cool. Very cool. Again, I love stamps. I'm not that great at stamping yet, but practice makes a better stamper. So my only issue with what I'm about to tell you all now is that this green, it's not an issue, it's just different. It's green. It's weird to me. Not weird in a bad way, just weird. But when I have big stamps, I have a problem with getting ink coverage, which is great. Why it's a good reason to have a stamp tool. And let me go ahead and adjust this paper because it's not adjusted properly. Not that that's a big deal, but you know, I think I'll probably play with my stamps today while my little roommate is sleeping. And I can actually stamp when he's awake for most of the time, but when he's like, okay mom, you've crafted enough, it's time for you to hold me, and I have to, you know, I put my stuff down and I hold him. The thing that I don't want to do, and you know, you can judge me if you like, I don't want to hold him all the time. Not because I don't love him or I don't like holding him. I want him to have some independence. You know, I want him to be a free thinker. I want him to be able to problem solve. And I know that he's not a big boy yet, but some things that he gets himself into, like he'll try to pull something through a tight space and it won't fit. So I'm like, you need to think about, you know, you need to stop and think about what you did and how you got through it. And usually, if he's not super frustrated, he will work it out. And sometimes he don't. He'll just be like, I'm not, forget it, I'm leaving it there. So, Tim Holtz talks about CPR stampers where you don't have to press so hard, but this is a big stamp and I want coverage, and yeah, we'll leave it at that. I love how this is constructed. Like, you can probably make this yourself if you got, you really could make these yourself. I saw a video where someone made a stamp tool, and I'm going to re-ink her and apply some more ink because, like I said, this is a big stamp and I have a hard time with big stamps. As you all know, when I did the live stream with that big flower stamp that I'm not going to be keeping, I had a hard time with that one. So I just want to reapply it, more ink on there, and try it again. And for this is an awesome reason why you need a stamp tool, because you know I have ghost stamps, right? I have a lot of ghost stamping going on sometimes. So, oh my goodness, girl, what's up with your eye? Did I put ink on your eye? I thought I did. Let's get this bee up here. And the strawberry. So let's just rub it. Again, Excuse the camera shaking, but this is a large stamp in comparison to my little house mouse stamp mud pie. See? Anyway. You all know me. Alright, let's go ahead and try to put some on her hairline and this strawberry and this leaf. And I was going to ink about 3 or 4 of these up, but this chick is hard to stamp. And maybe I'm not applying enough ink on this other side, so that's what I'm doing now. But the stamp tool, nothing moved. The paper stays, which is great. I like that the paper doesn't pull up when you pull up. But also, it's good because this one has ridges on it. See, it has like these edges. So I guess if you really wanted to apply pressure around there, you could. But I'm knocking stuff over applying so much pressure. Let's see. Let's see now. No, it's still not stamping. I think the tool works fine. I think it's me. Definitely me. And probably my application of the ink. So, let's see. Because everything else is stamped out and with no problem. So it's definitely me. So if you want to get this tool and you have money, save up money to get it or whatever, I definitely recommend it. I probably should have used a smaller stamp, and I'm going to demonstrate the other side as well. The thing is, I don't want to make the video over 30 minutes, so if we don't get her stamped out this time together, I'm going to pause it, and then I'll stamp her out. I'll get her to stamp out properly, and then I'll come back. But overall, I like this a lot. You know, you could probably do some of that inking up stuff on here, because besides that foam in the back, this and this right here, you can probably run water on it. You know, you can do some mixed media on here. All right, I'm going to pause it because you see she stamped out. She's stamping out beautifully. I'm sure it's application and operator error. And right here in her head is bugging the crap out of me. So when we come back, she will be stamped. All right, so we got Summer to stamp out. Now, what I will tell you is that this tool is awesome. I love it, love it, love it, love it. The wait was well worth it. I'm going to go ahead and stamp her out a few more times before I clean up this ink. And then we're going to come back and stamp out the other side, the clear stamps. And hopefully the clear stamps will be easier on me. I'll do it a lot better. So I have I want to use a different type of cardstock, but this is still the 110. So when I come back, I'm going to show you the other stamped out one on the other paper that I'm going to be using. Okay, so we are back. Yay. And I've done something to my lighting, and it looks yellow in the camera to me. Hopefully it doesn't look yellow to you all, but I think I bumped something earlier. So let's see. Okay, there we go. This is great, and I want to tell you that this tool, I like it. I was gonna make a point about something, but then I forgot. Now this is the only part that I don't know how to do, And like I said, I think that you just kind of pull it out, kind of yank it out a little bit. And so we're going to be using clear now. I'm going to use the clear now. And I have these cute little Bo Bunny monsters that I wanted to play around with. And I'm going to use him because I think that I want to put a sentiment, or maybe, nope, I was going to say that S word, but I'm not, because I'm not going to do that. And I have this paper already out, and what I was going to do at first is I was going to fold it and all that, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to leave it just like it is, and I'm going to put this little monster right on the outside of it, and leave it just like that. I need to start writing in that journal I showed you on my Crater video, because I just had a great idea and now I don't remember what it is. So we're going to quickly do this one, and he's a little bit crooked, as you can see. My camera is starting to bug me. And if this is wrong, I will definitely come back and tell you. Again, I did watch Tim Holtz demonstrate it a couple of months ago, and I watched another lady demonstrate it, and I just want to play with it. I was so excited when I got it a couple of days ago. Probably more than a couple of days ago now, but I was so excited about it that I finally got it. And I wanted to do a crater, but I decided not to do a crater. I just decided to do a regular old video and do it like that. So now we're doing clear. We just did a rubber stamp setup, and now we're going to do a clear stamp and see how that comes out. And if he doesn't stamp out all the way the first time, then we definitely know that it's not the tool and it's the operator. I think that I could probably have stamped him out a few times and cut him out, because he looks like he could be easily fussy cut, but I'm not going to do that. Just gonna leave it like this. I like Bo Bunny. I never knew about Bo Bunny until I bought this stamp, and then I saw a lot of people talking about Bo Bunny. I actually got this stamp in a D-stash with a lot of little kid or baby type of stamps. I thought it was a good deal. The thing about Bo Bunny is that you could use your coupon at Hobby Lobby, because that's where this stamp set came from, Hobby Lobby. So if you have a Hobby Lobby near you, you can definitely go out and get this and use your coupon, and it'll be a little less than $5. But most people that go into Hobby Lobby don't just buy one thing. And I think old Martha is running out of ink over here on me, which is fine. I have another one. And I saw someone use the Ranger ink, and I told myself I was going to give them another chance, because maybe it was the operator and not Ranger ink. So I'm going to stamp him out once more, just so we can see how it came out. But right now you can see that he stamps out fairly well, and these little dots are on his skin, on the stamp itself, not the paper. I really like him. He's cute. I want to put some words in his mouth like hi or yum or something like that, and then write a little sentiment and just say, you know, like for this card, I can definitely send it to my friends and family and say hi from the little monster, and I can put a picture of my baby in there. Something simple and easy to do. So let's go ahead and swap this out. And I am going to stop the video at 30 minutes. My camera doesn't do longer than 33 minutes for whatever reason. I think that's just a default setting that Samsung has for the setup that I have, which is FHD, I think. I'm not sure, but we're gonna stop it at 30 minutes. So I just want to do a unboxing and share with you how it is and what it looks like and everything. And I am applying a lot of pressure, even though you don't have to. But see, this is what is happening when, and you saw me apply all that pressure. So I'm thinking that either my ink application isn't good enough, or it's no more ink in that section. Because, you know, usually you tend to put ink, well, I do. I tend to ink up from the middle. So, let's see. And maybe I'm putting it on the wrong side. Maybe where it says rubber or clear, I should have opposite me. So once I do this video, I will definitely do some research. I know why. Duh, look at that. Sometimes common sense eludes me. I tell you, that's why I wasn't inking up, because I moved the paper. Ugh. I had that crazy magnet right there. So let's try that again. And maybe that's what was going on with Summer. I'm not sure. I don't think that's what was going on with her, but we'll see. I'm not going to re-stamp her. And see, I screwed this one up. I put it on the fold, which is okay, because you could always do that. No big deal. No big deal. No need to get your panties in a knot, right? Talking to myself, not you all. I'm not getting frustrated with myself over here, so I'm telling myself it's okay. And I don't know if I'm using the right side still, even though I don't know what the difference would be, because they both have these ridges. But we'll see. I'm going to look it up and see. And he stamped out perfect the first time. Just apply a little bit of pressure. Again, operator error could always cause things not to come out properly, and I will tell you that's probably what happened. But I love this tool. Very simple to use, very straightforward. Put your stamp on, ink it up, and stamp away. This piece comes off, which is great. And I can see that this probably you need to be careful with, because if you snatch it off one too many times, you may actually break it. So that may be an issue that the manufacturers have been working on. That's why it took so long to release it. But you can just take this off and do pretty much what you will with it when it comes to applying it back on. I've enjoyed playing around with this, and I hope you've enjoyed me struggling and laughing at me talk about why it wasn't working properly. I so appreciate you coming back, and I appreciate your kind comments, all your suggestions, your friendship. Thank you all for watching. Happy crafting.